the hell is the money in this game called?
Points, PTS.
Oh. I thought that was like an abbreviation for something. Are we?
Oh, there he is.
Are we back? Or are we still?
Sure, we can be back on the branch. Let's hit the episode start button. Welcome back to slowly crawling through this town, looting everything, and killing every zombie along the way.
And hopefully not getting Ashley killed again.
That's the goal.
Because, again, that's something that you can actually do in this game, unlike some other games that have escort quests. Another game that has an interesting escort quest is Silent Hill 4, which the entire second half of the game is an escort quest, but the person you're escorting can be injured, but she cannot die. What happens instead is that the more damage she takes, as she takes more damage, she becomes like possessed. But being possessed actually allows her to like read certain documents in the game world that she would not otherwise be able to read. So by letting her take certain thresholds of damage, you actually learn more about the game's story. And then also it affects the final boss fight, and you're still more likely to get a bad ending if you let her take damage.
This is Silent Hill 4?
Yeah, Silent Hill 4.
You're still not going to get me to play Silent Hill games, Jason.
I'm not trying to, I'm just...
Well, did you see? So apparently these guys are just immune to the... Oof. Here, let me...
I wasn't saying I was going to try to get you to play Silent Hill. I was just explaining other interesting
well, you keep saying
quests.
These really neat things from these Silent Hill games. I'm like, shit, I know you want me to play Silent Hill games. This is the thing you constantly talk about, and you definitely extol their virtues. You're their ambassador. You know, everyone has those few games that they're an ambassador for, and one of yours is the Silent Hill series.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Silent Hill 2 and 4 have good escort quests.
Yeah. So if we were to design the perfect escort quest, like the best possible
hold on, let me qualify that a little bit. Not necessarily good escort quest, but thematically interesting escort quests.
So if we were to say what goes in, what is the recipe for a good escort quest?
Well, definitely not The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The Last of Us is still a very good game, but whereas everyone else gives it a 10 out of 10, I'm more like, it's like a B-.
Okay. So let's name some aspects of what goes into a good one. Thematically thematically cohesive with the game itself, like where the mechanics and the theme are aligned.
Right. You're gonna use a term that's a little bit iffy in game criticism circles, but a ludonarrative dissonance. You do not want a ludonarrative dissonance.
Ooh, those are some fancy words you're using there.
If you're gonna make a game where you're supposed to be protecting another character, A, that character actually has to be in danger, and B, your actions actually have to affect whether or not that character survives.
I also would add that you should have some kind of emotions about that character. You should either love them or hate them, or
either one of those works. You should definitely not be ambivalent towards the character.
Yeah. I would say having some kind of control over them, like in this game where you can tell Ashley to hide.
Right, or like in Ico where you can call the character over to hold your hand and then drag her around the arena.
I have not played Last Guardian yet. Have you? How's that?
I have. It's rough. It's messy.
Okay, I hear the frame rates were really terrible too.
I didn't have a problem with the game from a technical aspect, and I was not playing it on the PS4 Pro. I was playing it on just the regular PS4.
Yeah, you don't have a PS4 Pro yet.
Not yet, although I did just get a 4K TV, so...
it's coming.
So a PS4 is coming. Maybe it'll show up under the Christmas tree this year. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Hey, this is getting recorded on Christmas Eve. Maybe Santa will watch this episode and get you a PS4 Pro. Who knows?
But we just bought a house, and
you have tens of thousands of dollars of work you want to do on this house.
Yeah, so it's not like a right away thing necessarily. If I've got to wait until sometime next year and save up some money to get it, that's perfectly fine. I'm in no rush. Especially now that I found out that I guess Bloodborne does not play at 60 frames per second on the PS4 Pro.
Oh, that's a shame.
Because that was one of the things that made me really want to get a PS4 Pro.
Even at 1080p? Maybe
you
can set the resolution lower and it does it.
I don't think so,
okay.
But I'm not sure. But yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But one of the things that will be nice once we have a PS4 Pro is that then my girlfriend and I can actually co-op together on Bloodborne, because unfortunately none of FromSoft's games have local multiplayer at all.
There's something weird about you calling her your girlfriend. You've been together for what, like 7 years?
No, we'll be going on 5 this spring.
Has it only been 5? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it seems like you two have been together forever. Okay.
Well, we are domestic partners, so I do like to...
Oh, are you legally registered as domestic partners?
Yeah, I had to do that after I got laid off from my last job so that I could get onto her insurance.
Oh, okay. You pseudo-married her for the insurance.
Right, but I do like to joke with people that my girlfriend and I are gay married.
Yeah. Right, because that was basically designed as an alternative for gay couples when, as a country, we decided, yeah, we don't want the gays having marriage.
But we found it useful because, you know, it's a lot less overhead, right? And like I said, I had just got laid off, so paying for a wedding registration or whatever, I don't know how much that cost, but the domestic partnership was I think, $50. Something like that.
Getting a marriage license is like $200 or $250. I don't remember.
Yeah, so we
got married 5 years ago.
Right, so we saved ourselves some money by getting gay married instead of
Real married.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm joking about it to begin with, so people will not be offended if we say real married. But you know, I could definitely see how someone would be offended by the use of that kind of language. But yeah, my girlfriend and I are in a registered domestic partnership, so it's not just for the gays. It has practical applications for hetero couples as well. Oh
yeah, I'm totally into it. I would have considered it with Jamie if I knew we wouldn't have just gotten married a year or two later anyway. Let's look at this.
Yeah, I know circumstances kind of made you accelerate your plans.
Let's see. Where's our goal? Oh, hey, we have the blue dot map. Were we just in that area too? I
don't know, but aren't you supposed to be going
to
the red
flashing dot? Have I been going the wrong
dot?
way?
It kind of looks like you're facing the wrong direction because I'm assuming you're supposed to go to the red blinky dot.
Yeah, I am supposed to go to the red blinky dot, but that's okay. I've cleared out some space, worst case scenario. Where is that mansion that I was in? No, it's that blue dot there is the mansion. Maybe I should go around and get all the blue dots. What do you think? Nah. We're not going to be playing this game long enough.
Yeah, that's up to you. But I mean, most of them except for that one are on the way, so...
Yeah.
Another thing I can say...
You backtrack a lot in this game.
Yeah, one thing I can say about Resident Evil... Well, backtracking is a staple of all the Resident Evil games. One thing I can say about this game compared to the others is that it has much better maps than the older Resident Evil games. Because Resident Evil 1 and 2 and I think 3 had pretty shit maps.
I think this map is better than the map that was in the game originally. I don't remember. Maybe the game.
Oh, did they update it?
I think this is an updated, better map.
I know the GameCube remake of the first Resident Evil also updated its map and made it a heck of a lot more useful.
Yeah, that thing was critically hailed.
It's still not as good as the maps in the Silent Hill games, but you know, whatever. Nothing is. Oh, the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube is fantastic. I love it.
Oh, hey, look, I can tell Ashley to hide. Now we can right bumper.
Right, but again, and this does make Ashley moot in the gameplay, but
just for this section.
Right, but it's an assertive action that you're making. You do not want to risk Ashley getting hurt, so you drop her off here. It's something that you as the player are doing. You know, there's like a strategic element to it. It's not just the game being like, oh yeah, we're just going to make Ashley hide and it has nothing to do with you.
Agreed. Okay, so...
I like when games give the player assertive actions to do instead of just telling the player that, oh, you're going to do this thing now.
Yes. I don't know what else to add to that. Segway! That wasn't a segue.
No, that was kind of an anti-segue.
Did I tell you? Did me and Jamie tell you what we did for our anniversary a couple days ago? As of recording this.
You did not.
Oh, we went out and watched the Geminids meteor shower. It's a thing we do every year when the conditions are good for it. So like when the wind's not blowing hard and there's no cloud cover and there's no full moon, we just go out and we watch the meteor shower for our anniversary. And it works out pretty well that we got married on the 14th and the meteor shower peaks on the 13th.
Romantic.
And yeah, we were gonna rent a truck this year and like snuggle under blankets, but then I tried to do that and I couldn't get our local enterprise to actually tell me how much they're... Oh, there we go. See?
Okay, yeah, so you can't do
Yeah.
it. So this is what I wish The Last of Us had.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah. Okay, back into the hidey hole, Ashley. Skin your knees inside there.
You want to hear a horror story about renting a vehicle?
Let me tell you what happened when I tried to rent a vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I tried to call them and just say, hey, how much, what are the dimensions? Because I want to know the bed dimensions to make sure we would fit, like width comfortably with wheel wells and, that sort of thing. So I just wanted to ask a couple questions about the shape and size of the truck bed.
And then they wouldn't sell it to you because they thought you were going to murder somebody and transport them out into the middle of the desert to bury them?
They just wouldn't tell me. Like they kept passing me off. I started at a national call center and they said, let's give you to the local people. And they're like, oh, you need this guy. You need this agent. And then that guy hung up on me. And I was on the phone for a total of 20 minutes just to get hung up on.
Yeah, that does suck.
And guys, I'm asking a simple question. Just connect me to a person at the place or someone with a fact sheet that just has the info. Because I can look up, it'll say, a Nissan Frontier or equivalent. I'm like, well, I need to know what the model of the truck is. I could look it up myself. You could tell me what the model is and I'll look it up. But I need to know.
Right. Yeah, they don't really care. Customer service is really not the forte of car rental companies.
Yeah, which is weird because that's half their business.
Right. So Jen and I had.
You said her name.
Ooh, well, I wonder if I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, there's so few Jens in the world.
Yeah. It's not like half the people I knew in elementary school were named Jennifer.
Yeah, it's very Jennifer and Michelle.
Jessica was the other one that was really common in when I went to elementary school. But anyway, so we were planning a trip to Bryan Head to go snowboarding, during the winter because Bryan Head was getting some snow and there was actually borderline blizzard conditions at the time. So we were going to need snow chains, right?
Oh, hi.
So we registered for the rental car to get like a truck or an SUV kind of thing. And we were going to go with a couple of friends as well. We were all going to get in the car together and drive up to Bryan Head for the weekend.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So how many people total would this have been?
I think 4 total.
Okay.
I think.
So comfortable in an SUV or a truck.
Yeah, I think it would have been an SUV. So anyway, she goes online to Travelocity or something like that. One of those third-party intermediary companies.
Uh-huh.
And and they have a list of options, and she checked the box for snow chains.
Uh-huh.
And so we get to the Friday, and I had already requested time off of work and everything for this because I requested the Monday off because we were going to drive back on Monday, so we didn't have to do it on Sunday night when we were all tired from snowboarding.
Right, and plus you get less traffic. It's just nicer.
So it's Friday. We drive to the airport. Or we have, I think we Ubered to the airport because we didn't want to have to leave one of our cars there over the weekend. And we'd have to pay for that anyway.
Right.
So we Uber to the airport to the rental car company the rental car place that's by the airport. And we go in and we're filling out the paperwork and they're about to give us the keys. And I ask, so where do we get the snow chains? And the person says, oh, we're not allowed to put snow chains on our vehicles as a matter of policy.
What? Then why did you sell it online?
And what? Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, how? What?
We paid for it.
Yeah, we selected it as an option. Why was it available? And they're like, oh, well, that was with a third-party company, so we don't actually allow that. And it's but, you can't communicate that to the
third-party company
to Travelocity or whatever the heck
and also you took the money for it because the way the arrangement works is Travelocity passes on the money. It's not like you sold the rental to Travelocity. It's not like a hotel room where they.
I don't think it was any extra. I don't think the option said it was going to be any extra.
Okay.
Or if it was, we were going to have to pay for it when we picked up the vehicle.
Okay.
It was one of those sorts of things. But yeah, they were like, oh no, you are not allowed to put chains on our tires.
Okay, we won't. That's just what you tell them. You say, okay, then we won't.
Well, yeah, so we just canceled the reservation and ended up having to Uber back home, so pay money for that, and got our money back and had to cancel the trip and just went up to, the crappy mountain outside of near where we live instead.
You could say Mount Charleston. Well, I guess people don't know where Mount Charleston is. It's not that crappy. I guess the snowboarding is kind of lame up there. The hiking's incredible. Have you ever...
I've never been hiking up there, but the snowboarding is pretty crap because they don't get very much snow. So You're usually either boarding on, the artificial snow that they, pump into the place, or it's like month-old snow that's hard as concrete.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't get regular. Even when it does snow, it snows and then doesn't snow again for months.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. It'll snow like twice. Like there'll be 2 weekends of the year where it'll snow, and that'll be it. And in fact, last year, they went the entire season without even opening one of the lifts. They only have 2 lifts. One of them never opened the entire year because they didn't have enough snow on that path.
Well, speaking of snow, it's Christmas Eve. You should all get tucked in so Santa can deliver your presents. And we'll see you for our Christmas special. There's nothing special.
Leave us cookies.
Tomorrow on The Branch.